Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Korean Overlander. My name is Ben, and it's wonderful to have you aboard for today's adventure. We are just outside the city of Daegu. Actually, Technopolis is just down that way, about 5 kilometers or so down the hill. And today we are in a parking lot getting ready to head up to Bisul Mountain. Now, my understanding is this is not a particularly difficult trail, perhaps as some of the other ones that we have done so far, but that's okay because I've got a new pair of boots here that I have been kind of wanting to break in a bit, and I think Bisul is a good mountain to do that on. I think it's going to be about between about 7 to 8 kilometers altogether. It's up and down type of a trail. It's not a circular pattern as others have been. And I think the starting point is just up over there because I see cars actually going in that direction. So we shall see. I'm not entirely sure actually where to go. So I guess we'll play it by ear. So stay tuned, everybody, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video, and we will be back. So I walked about 100, maybe 200 meters for the car and came across this center here, which is just kind of like a relaxation center. And it looks pretty cool. There's all sorts of different nature programs that they offer. Yeah, it looks like an interesting center. I'm gonna have to check it out a bit further, and perhaps at the end of the video I'll give you some extra information so that you can check it out yourself. All right, let's keep going. So as I've been walking up the road here before we get to the actual trail, I came across these wonderful little cabins that kind of like pensions in what we call pensions in Korea, and little places that you can stay for a night or two, you know. And there's lots of stuff around here that people can do. You can relax. It's just a wonderful little area. Never knew that this was up here. So yeah, it's a fairly well-traveled area. There's a fair number of people even for a Saturday morning. But yeah, it's just a wonderful little area that you can come to. I don't have all of the details. I don't know how to rent them or anything, but I'll take a look at that for you, and I'll leave a link down below. All right, take care, everybody. So I'm just here under a nice little awning just to catch my breath and get some water, of course, staying hydrated as much as I can throughout the day. It is fairly warm. It's going to go up to close to 30 degrees Celsius. And the area so far is actually, as far as a hike goes, is actually fairly easy. You're walking along a cement sidewalk. I've been doing that basically since I got here. There's a well-paved car path here, a driveway that goes probably quite up higher to the mountain. I could have actually driven all the way up to the peak, but I decided I wanted to, get the exercise and walk. It's a very, very nice area. If you're looking for a kind of a low impact hike, I think this is particularly good. If you're just starting out, this might be an excellent path to take. So yeah, I'm gonna get some water here and keep going. All right, I'll see you soon. Well, I made it through the trailhead, walking up this path here, and yeah, it looks like there's some potable water right here as well, which is great. So when we're coming down the mountain, it looks like that's coming right out of a spring, which is awesome. We're gonna keep walking up this way, and yeah, the adventure really begins. The sign says it's about 6 kilometers walk to the peak. So yeah, this is it's going to be a much longer hike, but super looking forward to it. All right, let's get going. All right, hello everybody, welcome back. I just had a lovely little lunch, some tomato, cucumber with some little samjang, had some rice with ghee butter, a little bit of chicken breast, all heated up and pan fried with some spices. It was good. So I'm on the way back down now. I'm going to be doing the same route that I came here with, and I'm going to be going back down the same route. I am going to put my camera away, and that way I have a little bit more stability going down the hill. And if I happen to come across something that I want to take a picture of, then certainly I will do so. I do have my camera with me, like my phone with me as well, so I can that's got 4K on it, so I can go back and forth, so that's fine. Coming back after walking up. So I have to double my path, but that's okay. Maybe this one for the outtakes. So I'm trying to get some footage of me going up. Taking some footage of me going up the path here. I wanted to do this epilogue for the Bisulsan trip that I did yesterday because there was a couple things that I had said in the video that might not be entirely correct. So the first thing is that at the beginning of the hike, when I was going up where the road was and the sidewalk, that was fairly, it was, I wouldn't say it was easy, but it's a fairly good incline and you're going up for quite a ways. But walking itself wasn't that bad in terms of, there's nothing to stumble over or that sort of thing. However, that being said, once you get up into the actual trail, so once you hit the trailhead and you keep going up, that starts to become a little bit more challenging. There are very few spots where you can actually start plateauing out and then going up again and plateauing. In fact, it's pretty much straight up the entire time. Now, this does make it easier for coming back. So it took me about 2 hours to get to the top, but it took me about an hour to get down to the bottom. So it does make it easier in that regard. So please be aware of that. Now, the other thing that I noticed when I was coming back down, as I was along the road area, there was a group of younger people there. They were there was like 3 foreigners, I think, with some Korean friends that they were there. And probably university students, I would imagine, just kind of enjoying the post exam time, I would imagine. And they were actually talking to me about going up to the top, and looking at their clothing, I would say that it would have been a bit more inappropriate. Number one, they had no water. They were wearing running shoes rather than anything that gave real support. So it is something that I do want to say as kind of a, what's the word? There's an acronym for it, and I'm just, it's in the morning, yeah, and I'm still not there. Public service announcement. That's what I meant. PSA. I won't cut that out. I'll just leave it. But PSA is basically make sure that when you do go hiking, you are properly attired. I would hate to see people who are, rolled ankles, or they're getting dehydrated because they're not drinking enough water up to the top. So keep that in mind as well. You do want to be properly prepared for those trips. I off the cuff commented to them kind of jokingly. I said, well, you guys are a lot younger than I am. You could probably manage it. But that doesn't mean that they should probably be going to the top anyway, given the fact that they're not really prepared for it. So yeah, keep those 2 things in mind when you're going out. And yeah, it was a good day. One funny comment that I will leave you with, and I did make a little pop-up screen in one of the videos. I said quotations, YouTuber. So when I was doing that final video on the way down, I was holding my camera here, and taking the video, and I could hear there was a couple that walked by, and older guy. And he kind of looked over at me. He goes, "Oh, YouTuber." So I thought that was really funny. I have now officially adopted that title. So there we go. Anyway, thanks very much, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Keep to enjoy that weekend. I'm sure by the time you see this, your weekend is going to be almost over. But share your story down in the comments below. What did you do this weekend? Look forward to hearing that. And stay tuned. Wednesday, Gear Day. What's coming up? Surprise for you. So stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Peace, everybody.